Namaste friends, in this video we are going to see how to carry out a split plot analysis by using R software. So we have a problem of a split plot here. It has 4 replication 1, 2, 3, 4 and it has variety as a main plot factor. The variety has 3 levels V1, V2 and V3. So main plot has 3 levels. Then we have nitrogen application as a subplot factor and it has 3 levels, that is 0 kg per hectare, 30 kg per hectare and 60 kg per hectare, and all these values are measured for the dependent variable, that is yield. So yield is measured that in the units of kilogram per plot. So we have this data set and we want to carry out split plot analysis. So the first step would be to arrange this data in the Excel. So this is the Excel, and first I had written replication followed by variety, that is our main plot, followed by nitrogen, that is our subplot factor, followed by yield, that is our dependent variable. I had also taken plant height as a second dependent variable, and here the aim is that I would like to demonstrate you people how to carry out a split plot analysis for more than one character simultaneously by just writing one line of code in the R software. Okay, so how we will arrange the data? So first I will arrange I will take replication wise data. So main plot has 3 levels and subplot has 3 levels, so total 9 combinations for one replication. So I will arrange this for the first replication like V1 V1 V1. Here I am writing V1 3 times because nitrogen has 3 levels. If nitrogen has 4 levels, I would have to write 4 times V1. Then N1 N2 N3, repeat this again 3 times because we have 3 levels in the variety, and so up to 9. This is for the first replication. Then just copy paste all this for the replication 1 4 times because we have 4 replication. Okay, don't worry if you are not getting here. I had arranged all these things in my blog, and the link is given in the description box. You can find out later. Then I had written this yield according to this. Suppose 15.5, so it is associated with first replication V1 N1, and accordingly I had written all these values, and I had saved this Excel by the name of SP, capital SP. Okay, now let's switch to RStudio. So the first step would be to import that Excel in the RStudio. So just click here in the data set, select from Excel, then click on the browse. Okay, now just click on the import. Make sure this checkbox is clicked, otherwise the name will also be taken as a data. We don't want them. Our first row is of name. Now click on import. In global environment you can see the data got loaded. Here we can see the data. Now we would like to open the new script. Okay, now we would be using a package name DOE Bioresearch. So many of you people would not have installed that package, so we will just click on the install, select the CRAN repository, then write here DOE Bioresearch. Okay, and then press install. Make sure that system is connected to internet. This will install the package DOE Bioresearch. I would not be doing this because I had already installed that package, so I would write here DOE. Okay, now just click here in this checkbox. This will load the package DOE bioresearch. What does that mean? That all the functions that are located in this package, they got active. Okay, so now just click here on the script. We will write a script. Okay, so we want to save this in the variable name output. This is the assign sign. Now the name of the function is splitplot. Okay, when this yellow dialog box just appear, press F1. This will open this split plot function in the help. Okay, now let's just complete it. Okay, so here it is showing that first thing is data, so that is our dependent variable. Just open square bracket. Now our dependent variable is located on the 4th column. Okay, first I will show you how to carry out analysis for just yield only, then I will show you for the both yield and plant height. So I will write 4. So you get the idea why I write 4, because our dependent variable is located at the 4th column. Then just look at here, the second thing is block. Okay, so block, that means replication. So SP and dollar sign will look in the column of the SP. So we want replication, then comma, then main plot. So our main plot factor was variety, so SP dollar variety. Then subplot, that is our nitrogen, SP dollar nitrogen, comma. Then they have given here one more thing, mean comparison test. So that means there are 4 options available. So first, if you don't want any sort of test, you just want ANOVA of the split plot. Second is for the LSD test. Third is for the Duncan test. Fourth is for the HSD test. So generally people use LSD test, that is least significant difference test. So I will press 1 here. I want the comparison of the means to be done by using LSD test. That's why I am writing 1 here. Okay, now you can click on the run or press Ctrl Enter. I prefer Ctrl Enter. Okay, so our one new variable got added, that is output. So let's see what is stored in the output. Press Ctrl Enter. Now you can see, just maximize here. So the first thing that is given to me is ANOVA. So this is the ANOVA block, that means replication, main plot, that is our varieties, then error A, that is error of the main plot, then subplot, that is our nitrogen, then interaction between main plot and subplot, that is nitrogen and varieties, then error B. So this is how you will get ANOVA, and you don't need to even interpret this results. Interpretation is also given. The second thing that I am getting is the CV %. So CV of the main plot, CV of the subplot. Then I am getting is R square also. R square is pretty good. Then I am getting Shapiro-Wilk normality test. So that is the assumption of ANOVA is that normal distribution must be followed. So Shapiro-Wilk test checks whether that assumption is fulfilled or not, and on the basis of this p value, this interpretation that is given below is automatically written. So normality assumption is not violated. So that is good thing, that our assumption of ANOVA is not violated. Which assumption? That is normality assumption. Then it tells me something about the main plot. So main plot factor level means are same, that is V1 equal to V2 equal to V3. So don't go for multiple comparison test, that is don't go for LSD test, just ignore that thing. Okay, so we should ignore that thing. Okay, then second, it gives me comment about the varieties. Sorry, nitrogen was in the subplot. So the means of one or more levels of the nitrogen, that is 0, 30 and 90, are not same. That means they are not equal. So if they are not equal, then we should go for multiple comparison test, because we must be interested that which level of that nitrogen gives us better yield. So here it has carried out the LSD result, and here the N3, that is 60 kilogram per hectare, gives better result in comparison to N2, that is 30, and N1, that is 0. So that was the interpretation for the subplot. Now it gives me comment about the interaction between main plot and subplot. So all the interaction mean levels are same, so don't go for multiple comparison test, that is ignore this. Now how these comments are written? These comments are written on the basis of this p value. Here the main plot is non-significant, that is greater than 0.05, so we should not go for multiple comparison test for the main plot. Then for subplot it is less than 0.05, so we should go for comparison. And again for interaction it is non-significant, it is greater than 0.05, so we should not go for multiple comparison test for interaction. So this was about the yield, that is only one dependent variable. But suppose you have, generally the agronomy people, they carry out analysis, they carry out data record for more than one character. They used to go for 5 characters, 10 characters. So how to carry out analysis of that 5 character, 10 character in just one single line? So you just need to make a change here only. So I had written 4 here just because the yield was located at the 4th column. Now I want to carry out analysis for yield as well as the plant height. So that is, plant height is located on the column number 5. So 4, then column symbol, and then 5. So what this indicate, that this function has to consider dependent variable from 4th to 5th column. If you have 5 more characters, then just write 4 to 9. Okay, if you have 10 characters, 4 to 14. It will carry out analysis simultaneously for all your 10 characters, 5 characters, 15 characters. Just you have to give the number of the dependent variables, where they are located. Now let's see the split plot analysis for both, that is yield and the plant height. So just I am made that change and press Ctrl Enter. Then so this thing we had already seen. Okay, so for yield we had already seen these things. And the same sort of analysis is carried out for the plant height, and if you have more than 2, then it will carry out for all that dependent variables also. So hope you get that thing. Now all these outputs are located, all this analysis is still in the R software. We will like to have that in the Word file. So we will using sync option, bracket open, then column, and write the name, like what sort of name would you like to give to your file. So I would like to write Raj output dot doc. If you want it in Notepad, then write txt. I want in Word file, so I wrote doc. Then print what I would like to print that output in this file. Then I would like to close this sync function. So I just now run this 3, 4 and 5th line. Okay, so now let's just check out Raj output. So entire output gets stored in this Raj output file, and it's a document Word file. Okay, and if you don't know where it gets stored, just write get working directory. So if you have any queries related to split plot analysis, then feel free to post it in the comment section, and thank you for watching this video.